I did nothing today. I woke up, ate breakfast, played video games, then beat my and now it's 5 o'clock. This whole week has been like this. The whole past 2 weeks has been like this. I gained a newfound love for a particular genre in these type of videos that I like. And in the moment, I never realized how much time I'm wasting on it. I never realized how much time it's taking up. I go to one video, then I go to another before it's finished, and the cycle continues until I finish in the first 10 minutes of the 8th tab I'm on. The more and more I do it, the more and more I understand what people mean when they say that this is a drug. Because when I'm not doing it, it's all I think about. And even when I'm trying everything in my power to not do it, even when I am thinking about it, I just get on Twitter or literally anywhere, see one thing, and then literally that shit just compels me to get up, forces me to get my hand and grab the lotion. The feeling is amazing, but I'm not getting any work done. And doing these videos and making other types of art is just as amazing. And that's the confusion going on in my head right now. Do I want happiness right now for an hour, or do I want it a consistent stream of happiness when I come up with the video and write and record and edit, and then it drops, and then I see people's comments and shit and likes, and that's dopamine, it hits, makes me happy. But this makes me happy too, and I can get this happiness continuously, constantly, as long as I have money to buy this. I have to work really hard to get the happiness from these videos. I have to put the work in. I have to come up with the idea. I gotta edit, and that takes a while, a long time. Then it drops, and maybe I don't get enough views as I did the last video. Maybe I don't get as much engagement. Maybe I don't get no subscribers from the fucking video. Maybe it's just a badass video, like bad as in horrible, garbage video. That's not happiness. That doesn't make me feel happy relative to me just eating these, because these aren't hard. All I gotta do is go to the store, get these, eat these. And honestly, right now, I don't know which happiness is better. I don't know. I know, but I don't know which one feels better. Doing this once or twice a day for about an hour or two, or you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'd be on, or spending like 2 days working on a fucking video and I get no views from it. When you look at that from that perspective, it's kind of obvious which one is the better. I'm sure so many people would think the same way I think and just choose the other happiness, which I shouldn't even call happiness. It's pleasure is a momentary feeling that comes from something external. Food, drugs, sex, gambling. Whereas happiness is internal, I would guess. I don't want to look up a definition or anything because I don't want to mess up my stream of thinking, but I guess happiness comes from within, and instead of it literally coming from an external source like these chips, it would be you, because there's nothing like this inside of you. So I would assume happiness is all from the mind. You making yourself happy, you fixing your brain and doing these things to make yourself happy. I think happiness is a culmination of many external sources that are long-term pleasure. I think happiness is long-term pleasure. Okay, I gotta look it up now. Dopamine, a motivating hormone that is responsible for feelings of pleasure, desire, and motivation to learn new things. Serotonin, an important neurotransmitter which helps regulate mood and social behavior, appetite, and digesting, along with sleep and memory. Both serotonin and dopamine travel between neurons, but they have very different effects on these neurons. Serotonin inhibits neurons, essentially slowing them down and producing a feeling of contentment or happiness. In contrast, dopamine excites neurons, and in response, these neurons stop making themselves so readily available, and over time it becomes harder to get that feel-good hit. Serotonin doesn't hit as hard as dopamine, but dopamine is very high up there, but it's short-term, whereas serotonin goes up a little bit and then it stays there, constant happiness, whereas dopamine, it's boom, straight up there, and then it hits a sharp decline down. And every time you want to get that dopamine again, you have to put in way more, like, I guess, work. It doesn't hit as hard. You're fucking up yourself, bro. It doesn't go up again. It may, like, get here, and then you feel like you're not doing enough, so you take more, boom, again, sharp deep climb, sharper than before. It's really bad. Serotonin is exercise. You can do it every day and you'll feel just as good. You won't feel better than you felt yesterday, but you feel constantly good, which is, there's this kid in my shop class. It was sophomore year, and he came up to me and he said,
"Yo, I just took ecstasy last night."
I asked him what it was like, and he said, "It's the greatest feeling in the world. Never do it."